Hi, today the lesson is Chapter 1 History Tracing Changes Through 1000 Years. The lesson number 1 History Class 7 CBSE. Tracing changes through 1000 years. This is the lesson. First of all, we have to discuss about the introduction part. So the starting page in our textbook, there is a given, the one map is given in the textbook. That is in the map, it is 1154. In the year of 1154 CE means era, means Christian era. CE means Christian era. The period of 1154, that is in the drawn by the one map Arabs, they have to made it is a map of geographical map. What is the map? Is this geographical map? According to the 1154 CE, in the before Christian era, they have to different kinds of maps or they have to introduce in that time of 12th century. In the year of 1720 CE, in the 1720, one more map it is there by the French geographers. They have to made a one more map in the year of 1720 CE place. Okay, so what we have to see in the starting page of 1154 CE and 1220, these two kinds of years of maps, what we have to discuss in the what is the difference it is there. So we have to, the changes are places, some kind of places are the changing. Map it is not same in the 1154 and 1720. Some places are same kind of things are similarity it is there, but some kinds of places are there are different kinds of changes are occurring in the place of in these two maps. And especially we have to changes are in the coastal areas. What is meant by the coastal areas? Means which is the place, which places are very near to the rivers and oceans. Such kind of places are they have to some kind of changes are going in these two kinds of maps and states, and some kinds of states also changes, and map should be drawn that different kinds of things are going on in these two kinds of maps. But these maps are telling about the geographical area, which are the mountains are there, plains are there, and plateaus are there, rivers, and all these things are we can call as a geographical maps. These geographical maps on those days many things are there. Okay, that is the first starting page in this lesson is given the two kinds of map. Let us come to the point. Actually, according to the new and old terminologies, new and old terminology, there are two kinds of terminologies are there, different kinds of things. Suppose the example of, you can take the Tamil Nadu area of Chennai. Now we are going to discuss in the Chennai, but in olden days we can call as a Madras. In previously in the Madras you can call as a Chennapatnam. So different kinds of names by the days are going on, the names or changes is going on. That means they have to different names, different kinds of things. Vijayawada, Bezawada, it is there in olden days. Now Vijayawada. Kolkata, in olden days we can call as a Kolkata. Now it is Kolkata and Kolkata. We can call Kolkata in olden days, but now Kolkata. So different kinds of names are there. Those we can call as a terminology, which is the places or changes of the names. What kind of changes are going on in the old and new kinds of changes? For example, in the medieval period, example you can say that medieval period, especially in the medieval period, coming to the modern period, also some kinds of grammar and vocabulary. Coming to the modern period, especially while you are seeing the places, we have two kinds of things we have to change the medieval period to modern period. There are three kinds of periods are there in Indian history, that is the ancient period, medieval period, modern period. But ancient period totally it is searching and they have to find out some kinds of places. In that medieval period, the help of the ancient period, they have to find some kinds of places, and also they have to changing the trading and the commerce and everything they have to change is going on in the medieval period. According to these changes are coming to the medieval period to modern period, there are two kinds of changes we have to see in our lesson. One is the vocabulary, which is changing of the terms, which are the terms or changes, and we have the grammar also change. Grammar and also vocabulary. Vocabulary, both two things are changes are going on in the place of medieval period to modern period. Actually, mainly Hinduism and new and old names are there, old names and new names. Hinduism, there are different kinds of names are mentioned in the place of Hinduism, Hindu community, Muslim community, Christian community. The different kinds of names are there. For example, you can take the example of in olden days we have to call as the period of Christian era, that is CEA. That is, we have to see in the olden days we can call as AD and AD, after death of Jesus Christ and before death of Jesus Christ, BC and AD. BC and AD will be changed BCE, before Christian era. E era means a period which is going in the place of that kind of terminology. Changes is going on in olden days. Now come to that, we have to see in the places of the term which is used in the 13th century, when it is changes are going on in the place of 13th century, 1200 to 1299 period we can call as a 13th century. The changes, the terms are changes in the most probably it is in the 13th century only. And according to that, these centuries are, they have to see in Punjab area in our country, Punjab, Haryana places, that is in the north places, many changes are going on, and they have to changes in the places of Ganga riverside, Yamuna riverside, who are the people are living in that area, they have to change that. So, for example, you have to see in that Andhra language slang is different, and we have to see in the Telangana slang is totally different. Slangs are different and wording also different kinds of there in Andhra Pradesh. Like in the north side also different kinds of wording is there. So these changes are occurred in the year of 1200 to 1299, that is in the 13th century we have to see in that places. Okay, and these are all changes. Not only that, people who are there, more people are they have to using this kind of languages, those people of languages of people, those using of the terminology people are fixed into one area. That means these are languages and the terminology are divided into some kinds of villages, and also some are in the cities also. Languages and these kinds of using of terminology of the people divided into group of people are divided. These group of people are made as a villages. Some kinds of cities also in the year of 15th and to 17th and 18th centuries also. So migration is going on in the other areas of the places, in the changes is going on in the, that is called as the tracing changes. These all the 1,000 years of the changes are occurred. Different kinds of tradings also they have to develop it. Different kinds of tradings are developed in the place of in the tracing the change through the 1,000 years. Let us come to the point of the another point of the historian, their sources. How these sources, any kind of sources are there in the places. Let us we have to discuss some kinds of changes in the place of historian and their sources. Historian and their sources. Let us discuss about this point. Historian, their sources. What are the sources? Mainly it will helping about that coins. You know that world coins. Coins, inscriptions, coins and inscriptions, pictures and monuments, buildings also. Buildings, inscriptions, which are the letters and files, and these all the written papers and some kind of things which are drawn on the walls of the pictures. These are we have to call the inscriptions. And buildings, monuments, which are the people are they have to build in the olden days before 13th century. What kinds of kingdoms are going on? How we know that Lord Rama is going to the killing the Ravana? How we know? Through the inscriptions only. We don't know whether it is going on there or not. Real thing we don't know. But while the reference of the books, while searching and such things only, we have to know about that there is a war between the Rama and Ravana. We have to imagine that. Such kind of things are we have to call as inscriptions are there in Indian history. So according to these things, we have to know about the coins. Many coins, which is the coins are printed with some stamp of the kingdom faces, king's faces and queen faces also. And some kind of animal pictures also, the stamping on the animal pictures on the coins. All coins are made with copper, silver. Some coins are also gold. So we know that that is a very kinds of cheapest quality, it is cheapest good quality, cheapest prices are there in olden days, because they have to mention the coins in these kinds of things. So they have many people are rich. Our country is a rich in country. We have to know about that situations. So pictures and files also we have to know about that many things in the place of Indian history. Let us discuss some kind of things are collecting from the letters. Some of the collecting from letters they have to collected it. Letters, files, papers, these are all also useful for the resources in the Indian history. But the problem which is that the problems we have to face, problems of the sources, but those sources are not clear. Many sources are in the half of the matter only we have to see, but not full information we did not receive from the sources of the Indian history. One of the important thing it is that some kind of the things are tiered, but it is not a clear pictures or in the while you are receiving the inscriptions in that place. That is some kind of problems, and no correct information regarding any particular situations also. How the trading is going on, how the people are there, how the society is there, some kinds of things we have to imagine it, but not clear information regarding such kind of problems we have to see in the olden days. So this we have to guess. We can guess it. What we have to guess? Yes, some half of the information is there. Remaining half of the information we have to guess. That's it. Nothing is there. Because some information is not in full means what we can do? We can guess. For example, you can see any kind of movie. You know that last scene, what will happen? The hero will kill the villain. We can imagine it. That such kind of guess, it is there in the olden days of the Indian history, 13th and 14th, and also we have to see in the 15th centuries. Especially new social political groups are formed in the place of new social and political groups are formed. Political groups. We have to find that many social groups. Social means what is the meaning of social? People, different kinds of community kind of group of people are seen through the inscriptions, through the buildings, through the coins, through the letters. We have to see that different kinds of communities are there. Like example, Hindu community, Muslim community, Christian community, and the category of the people are Brahmins are there. In the Shudras are there, in lowest category of the people. Kshatriyas are there. The people are using the Kshatriyas. So in the society, more importance should be given the Brahmins according to the Pandits. Those are main important role than the king also. That kind of power, that kind of respect given to the Brahmins in the place of olden days in the 14th and 15th centuries also. So there is some kind of differences showing the partiality according to the last caste of the about the Shudras, and they treated as untouchable. Such kind of social evils also occurred in the place of changes in the 15th century. Political groups are there. There is no equality among the people. They have to give some kind of people are giving some facilities. Special facilities are provided by the government. That means in the king, and some kinds of people are not at all giving any kind of facility. They have to treat it as a slave people. That means doing the work without any kind of payment. They are giving treated as a bad things. They have to treated into some kinds of people. Because of that, those people are called as the last category of the people in the society. Such kind of ills are there in the society in the 15th and 16th century. So this kind of nature, it is there in the place of all around the things in the, they will be changing as a political changes are going on. According to this political changes, we have to see that Rajputs are there in the year of 15th centuries and 14th centuries. These are the, so Marathas, 6 Rajputras, these are all called the Rajaputras, which are the giving some special facilities in the place of that. And Marathas are there, Marathas, and Sikh people, Sikhs are there. There are people are there, and Jats are there. All that Jats are there. These are the given the political group of people are there. They have to influence the society. They have to influence the society. They have to give in such kind of orders. Those are very popular and rich, and these are administration should be influences because of those are very rich people in the society only. Okay, and according to that, they have some kind of Mughal emperors also, Mughals also, they have to seen in the place of political sin. And also Tughlaq and Cholas also. Cholas are there and Tughlaq also there, Tughlaq. Tughlaq also one kind of thing, the king, and Mughals, Babur, Akbar, Humayun, these also we have some kind of political things are going on all around the things. And according to this, people are divided into many kinds of people are there in the place of political and social group of people, and Muslims are there, and they have to people are Muslims, and many kinds of poets also there. Hinduism, Muslimism, they are mingled with the society. There is no deviation between the Muslims and Hindus. The people are the poets are there. These Muslim poets also written some kinds of things which are the poems are related to the Hindus god only, like Kabir Das are there, Meera Bhai, and these all the Kabir Das, Tulsi Das. These are all people are comes under the Muslim category, but they have to written in the Hindu gods only. God and goddesses they have to praise. They have written some kinds of poems also. So these are things we have to see that okay, these are the people are written in the Hindu gods, means Hindus and Muslims are together, they have some kind of relation, good maintenance of the relation it is there. So such a kind of things we have to see in the history. According to this, at the same time, British people are arrival. These kind of smooth manner. In the 1814, the people of the Britishers also, they have to change the political sense. In the political sense, they have to use in 1814. Britishers also, they give the political authority, all kinds of people, they have to given many things in the poem in the place of 1814 to 1900. They influenced many things in the society about the Hindus and Muslims and British. According to the Britishers, the society divided into three kinds of people only: Hindu, Muslim, British only. They divided into Hindu, Muslim and British. According to these kinds of these three things only, they have to divided entire the society. So this is a lesson of tracing changes through 1,000 years. Many changes are occurred. We have to get many hot questions, HOT questions, high order thinking questions also will ask you about the society of in olden days and what is the comparison of ancient and modern period, and otherwise modern period to medieval period, what are the changes are going on occur in the trading and about all kinds of things. This is the lesson. Thank you.